to talk to you about my experience being in the sex. So when I first started, it was like, I think I was like probably like 17, going on 18. And I don't know if y'all ever noticed, like, if you ever, with your partner, you end up just, picking up the phone and recording. And I think I ended up like posting it like on Tumblr or Twitter. It was one of the two. And like, I got like a lot of feedback from it. And shit, I just kept posting more and more.
I have never been in the sex industry. I actually thought about being in the sex industry, but it's too competitive. I think the sweet spot for sex industry was back in the early 2010s, early 2000s. I think that would have been the best part. Now, in this day and age, if you do the sex industry now, you're not going to make as much money as you think. And you have to put in a lot more work than you think to actually get, successful in that type of industry.
I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed the money. I didn't enjoy what I did for it, if that makes sense.
The highest I made was $1,000. But I think the highest I ever made, because I bought my car, it was $15,000. Yeah, $15,000.
Just, be like, oh, I'm opening up OnlyFans, and you end up getting 10 stacks every month or every week and stuff for your subscriptions. No, you actually have to make a name for yourself, make yourself known.
Everything I did on the street, I did in calls, out calls, and I've done hotel work.
I ended up, so this guy, right? He ended up giving me $400. Mind you, at first it was just supposed to be like only for him to get me pictures. I was like, oh, okay, $400, okay, bet. And so he gave me $400, and then after that, like, he called, he texted, he called, text and called. He just kept calling, and I think I ended up blocking him. I thought I might have to get a restraining order on a nigga or something.
I haven't had any best or worst clients. I had a few like weird clients that was just like that had fetishes and stuff, but not really any bad or good clients, I would say.
I'm like freaking like just anybody. So like, you know how the person was like love about the money, but then like, motherfuckers like offer you like 10 G's, right? But it's like, if you ain't feeling them, you ain't feeling fucking. So I would say if one person I probably will offer money, I ain't gonna do it. And no, I ain't saying who it is.
I paid for subscriptions. I currently do have a couple of subscriptions that I paid for in the past. For some people who are OnlyFans are just scammers. They probably know the game though, like I said before, since they know they're not gonna be famous. So what they do is you just put like 30-second videos of them doing whatever. They don't even be fucking. They don't be fucking. You know what I'm saying? They just be jacking off or playing with themselves and stuff like that. I don't want to see that. I can watch myself jack off. I can play with myself. I don't want to watch that. I want to see live action footage, full footage. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm at. I want the work. This is one person that I subscribe to. His name was Jacoby. Jacoby put in work in his scenes. He built his scenes from scratch to actual, how you say it? Not foreplay, but it's a type of foreplay. What you call that? Role play. Yes, role play. My favorite one was him doing Aladdin. He was one dude was Jafar, and he was Aladdin, and they was doing shit together and stuff like that. Now that was my favorite. That was my favorite one so far. He also did Power Rangers. He did Scooby Doo. Let's see, what else did he do? Tarzan, man, Disney should sue him at this point. So yeah, the thing is, I don't judge anybody based on the sex work and stuff like that. But the thing is, when it comes to the sex worker or any type of industry that you get into, don't get into that industry with expectations of it being easy or expectations of you being successful overnight. If you're not willing to put in the work, sex work is a lot more than just pumping and dumping and laying on your back with your feet up and okay doing this.
I grew up in the system, so I would run away a lot and be around people that I wasn't supposed to be around and doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And I kind of just got introduced to it by word of mouth or people asking me did I need money and stuff like that. So that's how it started.
What I
I've done it. I did it ever since last year. I don't do it anymore. Only do it like if I have to, but that's very rare.
I had an experience before when I was in Twitter Spaces a couple years back and stuff, and all I did was just talk to sex workers, all types of porn stars and stuff, famous porn stars, not so famous porn stars. They need collaborate and stuff like that, and you have to put money into getting the rooms and stuff like that. And then some people get cheated, and then also it's a slippery slope because some people they get into drugs to numb the pain of what they're doing.
But I will say that if you do it, be safe, be careful, and know what you're in it for. And if you don't feel comfortable do it, then you don't have to do it.